Hey, it's Denny from Prize Property. This video, I'm going to do a little maintenance on my Kubota tractor, do the oil changes and filter changes. Getting ready for that, well, mowing season, gardens. As you saw in the last video, I did my rototiller. I'll be doing some brush hogging. Maybe I'll make some videos on the brush hogging and stuff, and rototilling, of course, food plots, but the tractor has to be maintained too. So anyways, this year, Kubota had a kit put together of all the filters that I need for this kit. I think the total was $121. It's a little bit cheaper than it was before to buy the filters separately. But anyways, the next time you see me, I'll probably be under the tractor. I'm gonna do a little tearing apart of all the parts, or not the parts, but the hood and everything and the sides before I bring you back to the video, just to try to save a little time on editing as I'm still learning. You guys have a good one. Please like and subscribe. Well, here we go. Climbing under the tractor. Let me make sure, I think you can see everything. We're gonna change both hydraulic things, but I can only, well, I left the oil can out, but I only have such a big pan it can fit underneath here. But getting under here, I realized I do have a little bit of a leak going on. I'll have to pay attention to that. There's not much I can do with that at the moment, so I'll have to pay attention and see how much fluid I'm losing or whatever. But to do both both hydraulic fluids, one for the transmission, and I don't remember which side's which, but the other one's for just the hydraulic fluid itself. I think it's this one. I'm going to drain out this one first, and then I will do each one. There's a bolt here, there's a drain plug there, and there's a drain plug straight across on the other side of the transmission, but I'll have to do it in steps because my oil pan's not big enough to handle all the oil that's in there. This one, I think it holds 4 gallons. That's what I ended up getting anyways. So anyways, at that point I will take the one, I hope you can see that, take the one bolt out, and I'll get it drained down. Then I will drain it into the bucket and then come back and do the other stuff. If I can get it loose, it is. There it went. Like I said, my pan can't hold the whole 4 gallons that's in this transmission and the hydraulic fluid, because it runs everything. It runs the stuff for the mower deck, it runs the up and down on the mower deck, and it also runs the bucket, the 3-point hitch, all on the same pump. So, and the hydraulic transmission, or yeah, hydrostatic drive. But we will do this, and then I'll shut you off and I'll bring you back when I'm doing the other two. There's that for now. We'll let it drain down. Hopefully you're seeing all that. I believe you are. We'll go from there. My Kubota is a 2922, by the way. Okay, I did some digging. The filter on that side is the transmission, and this is just the hydraulic lines for the, but you know, they're still in the same you know, same pump, same everything, same storage. So anyways, I'm gonna put the plug back in on this one, then I'll get it drained. I'll get back to you here in a little bit after I get the pan drained out, and I'll get you back on. Well, I'm gonna take that other plug out now. I've already loosened it, so try not to drop it in the oil. You know how that is. If you ever done any of this on your own, you end up dropping things in the oil pans all the time. Then you gotta fish around for it. And I'm trying to keep my hand semi-clean. This hand that I'm using, my right hand, semi-clean, because I gotta keep turning the camera on and off. And I'm gonna end up with oil on it this time, I think. The oil don't look all that bad. That's a good thing. I believe it's been a couple years since I changed it. Just, if not, maybe I did just drain it out and fill it back up again last year. I can't remember for sure. I try to change it every year. And you're not really supposed to change both filters at the same time, but I do it. I do it because I'm there. Might as well get it done with. So we'll give this a couple minutes, and I'll get back to you. Well, this side's done draining. Got a couple little drips coming off of it. I got whatever. Broke the other side loose a little bit. I had to use an extension on that side because the that one rod there's in the way. So let me get this tight. I'll go over and pull the other side with you here. Had to light the wood stove tonight. It's a little bit chilly, but even down here, I don't know if you can see my breath or not. I can see it a little bit. It's still cold, cold down here by the concrete because the concrete's holding all that cold. There, see, I tightened that up. Let me go get on the other side. We'll get it drained. Yeah, I had to use this short extension to get it loose with the ratchet. Now, I guess I could have taken the wheel off on this side, but it was just easier to do it this way. I remembered from the last time I did it, but you can see I use this tractor constantly. I use it back in the woods. It's amazing what this little tractor's done. I've been looking at buying a bigger one, and I'll get this leak fixed. Hopefully it can last through the season. When we get to winter time, there's a local guy by me that does equipment repairs, and I can't tell if I lost the gasket on this thing or not. No, it came off. There, see, I got oil all over my hand. That oil still looks pretty good though, but it needed changed. for the year. For sure, I'm pretty sure I might have just changed the filters the last time. I'm not sure, can't remember. Let me. Okay, once again, this side's done draining now, or at least down to a drip anyways. So I like to wipe it off with like that. Put the plug back on, it's clean. So I'll put the plug back in. And again, I'm gonna have to use an extension. I did run the tractor before I started all this. Trying to get the oil to heat up a little bit. But it's been a while since I ran it, and it seems to cool down pretty good. Well, see, almost went into the oil can. I ended up having to go buy a new 3/8 ratchet. I think one of the times I was dragging trees out of the woods, I had something to do with the tightening something. And it would be nice now if I could actually get another hand in here. But there it's tight. But anyways, I lost the old ratchet. I think I left it on the tractor, drove it up into the field somewhere. I'm gonna take the transmission filter off, which I've loosened with a good old-fashioned pipe wrench. Not the wrench you're supposed to use, but that's what I have. And I have plenty of access to, especially on that side. And I'll get this out. See, the oil, the filter's still carrying so much oil. I'll set this off to the side and let me wipe this off. And then I'm gonna get a rag. One good thing about draining it in sections like I just did, everything's, other than a little bit of oil that starts dumping out. I'd like to get a rag on this, but I can't get the rag up in there without getting it all filthy. So I wipe it off with my finger real good. It has oil on it. Plus the new filter, I've already wiped oil on it to try to get the gasket like they ask you to. And try to get the new filter in there without getting mud all over it or dirt. And I know you're supposed to tighten these filters, if I can get it to screw in, hand tighten in one turn. Well, so what I do is I just tighten it pretty tight with my hand, with 2 hands, so it's more than hand tight. And let me go get to the other side. We'll get it all tightened up and done too. It's really starting to warm up in here because of the wood stove. Okay, and as just like the other side, I see I wrote on this filter 21, so that's the last time I swear I loosened this. Yeah, it's the last time I changed the filters. They don't, on the hydraulic fluid, they don't need done every year, but I try to do it often, so I must not have done it last year. Well, I guess I didn't turn it, so hopefully I got all that, but I got the old filter off. Yeah, I forgot to turn you. I had that nasty COVID, I don't know how many weeks ago, and I still have the cough, if you haven't noticed. All I know is it kicked my butt. I did pretty good, I guess, for staying away from it, but oh darn it, there's some more dirt on there I didn't see. Again, I pre-did this filter, so we'll get the new filter on there. Then I'll get you outside the tractor. You can see where I dump all the oil in. After I get this and I'm going to try to get that stick out. It's jammed up in there. You can see I do use the tractor. I go everywhere with it. It's probably done more work than this size tractor should have ever done. Once again, if you guys, well, I don't know if I told you this already, but if you see an easy way to do this, comment. I always need ideas, guys' opinions on maybe easier ways to do things. So